Today I'm going to talk about death and everything else while eating an orange. Let me set this thing up first. Put it on my old gelatin bicycle. Prepare the seat for doom. So in the past couple of days there was like a lot of celebrity deaths. There were many deaths already announced in the news, like Whitney Houston a couple of years ago, or was it last year, 2015, right? Today's date, timestamp, I have to like do this. It's 2016 January, maybe around 14th or 15th, maybe, with a tinge of salt in the air. So maybe 14th or 15th of January. So this video is about two celebrity deaths, David Bowie and also Alan Rickman. Both died of cancer. So David Bowie, I do not know he's famous for being a musician. Of course, during his time of fame, I wasn't born yet, so he's not famous enough like Elvis Presley to impress me. So he's just a regular dude. I did not know much about his music. I don't think I'll be able to like tell you which is his music. Even though it's playing on the radio, I couldn't tell whether it's his songs or not. That's how ambiguous he is to me. The only thing that I was impressed by David Bowie or recognized David Bowie is because of his album cover, the something like Quicksilver tattoo or lightning tattoo on his left or right eye, and also because he has like his eyes are like different colored. I mean, colored differently. Yeah, it's very weird. And there's only one thing that he impressed me in the cinematic role. He portrayed Tesla in the movie, a Christopher Nolan movie called The Prestige, and I was impressed by that. Yeah, that's all. Alan Rickman, I liked him as Professor Snape in Harry Potter franchise, and also as Hans Gruber as the villain in the Die Hard series. So both of them died at the age of 69. My favorite number. Is it a coincidence? 69. Oh my god. It's a lovely year for men to die. 69. 69. I wish Taylor Swift would make a song called 69 instead of what? Does she have a song called 13? So what I'm trying to say is, live your life as if tomorrow won't come. C-O-M-E, not C-U-M. Everything could have been avoided if men were able to experiment, to be able to play God. Like all those genetic manipulation, cloning maybe. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to like print your own 3D organs? Imagine in the future, not only imagine, it will be coming soon, definitely. You can protest it all you want. The future is cloning, definitely. Cloning. Imagine the suffering that could be alleviated if organs could be printed, like a 3D printer. It can be like not printed but grown in the lab with the DNA from the person who suffers from like liver cancer or suffers from kidney failure. Just think of some of his DNA, and through the science of manipulation and getting the base or the cells that are very important for growing organs, like from the embryo. and you can like grow a kidney for the suffering fella. Of course, this fella, you might think, oh, he's suffering from kidney failure because he has diabetes or he smoked a lot or he has a heart attack or stuff like that. Through no fault of his own, or maybe through his own fault, because he drank a lot of sugar when he was young and he did not heed his elders' advice to not drink too much sugar. You're obese. But in the world that we live in, like advertisement and whatnot, like Coca-Cola or Marlboro back in the 1980s, they tell you, oh, smoke, it's cool, drink this, it's good. Coca-Cola is with your Happy Meal. All this advertisement is trying to like get money from you by selling you stuff that is not good for health. So my thing is his fault. He deserves it. He should die. When you have kidney failure, you're bound to die. Sooner or later, you can't be like tied to the what do you call that thing? Not reflexology. That's not that. I forgot what's the name. The hemodialysis, the dialysis machine. Spend a couple of hours just to like depoisonize or take out the poison from your bloodstream or the urea, because the kidney is actually a very powerful and very important organ. It takes out all your urea, all the poisons, and you can piss. Once your kidney fails because of diabetes or other complications, you won't have any more piss, and you need a machine. The machine, you have to poke needles into your arm and to take out your blood, and the blood will go through a machine, and the machine will take out your poison and your urea, and it will come back into you. And I heard from people, they say, oh, it's cold, it actually damages your body because it's cold. The machine is like cooling your blood. It's because once your blood leaves your body, it won't be like, the machine won't be like body temperature, right? So when it comes back into you, it's like cold, makes the person sick. So you might think, oh, he deserves it, it's maybe his fault, but it's maybe society's fault. Commercials made him like drink a lot alcohol, peer influence. Maybe it's fault, maybe it is his fault, maybe it is not. That is circumstantial. It's the roll of the dice. His body wasn't able to take all the sugar or all the alcohol that he put in his body. So why don't we like lessen the suffering of other people? That's empathy. The human has empathy as well. So the scientists would create a organ for him, a kidney, and he'll be fine. We won't have to be tied to a machine and wishing that his life will be over as soon as possible. But trust me, the guy with kidney failure due to diabetes and whatnot will wish he was dead. So live your life. Live carpe diem. Yeah, live your life as if it's the last. Don't go raping people, of course, even though it might be your last day on earth. So beware of the repercussions of raping people. You might end up in the jail, and that might be really your last day of your life, your free life. So people have been protesting the advancement of science. Do not play God. The embryo from a woman, of course, not from a man, is a sentient life. Oh, it should have the right to, like, you can test me, you can use me for the advancement of science, for medicine use. Come on, an embryo is like, it's like it does not have sentience yet. It has no brain. So you can play God. You can test on it so that you can cure diseases. And why must you say, oh, don't play God? God might not exist at all. It might be just a figment of your imagination. Not to say that being an atheist is the way to go. I mean, religion and God plays a role in humanity as well, because once you find you're in a bleak corner of your life and you have nothing to turn to, you can't turn to money, you can't turn to logic, but you want to like turn to or believe in something that might alleviate your pain and suffering, and that something is God, something that might be true or might not be true. That's not important, but the most important thing is you believe in it, your soul believes in it, and you might feel better believing in something that might be not there at all. So religion has its purposes. You can't like believe in logic and also materialism or money all the time. Okay, what was I thinking? So using the excuse of don't play God, because don't experiment on things, do not like clone a 3D liver or whatever, clone an organ. In the future there's definitely going to be a lot of cybernetics, a lot of cyborgs around. It's bound to happen. Humanity will always want to like expand their lifespan so they can enjoy the wealth that they have accumulated. Some people are luckier than others. Some people accumulated more wealth than others, definitely. Some people, it's by the roll of the dice, where you live, where you were born, your family that you were born into, were they very rich, were they influential, and those people without without a trust fund or without a lot of money, they climb up the ladder and they were able to slog it out and be successful. The roll of the dice keeps on favoring their chances and they strike it rich. Of course you will want to like live longer, so that's why advancement in science is very important. It makes people want to live longer, especially those who are very fortunate. But if you were born in India, then you wish you were dead sometimes, maybe. So why delay the inevitable? There's going to be a lot of pseudo organs around, people using pseudo organs. I mean, now when you have organ failure, you have to like wait a long time for a compatible organ that will be like available to you, and the list is very long. You want to have an organ transplant, I think you'll be dead before your turn comes up. The list is very long. So why not like make it easier and just clone stuff? So why am I like ranting on all these things? I'm not sure actually. I just decided to like sit in front of the camera and talk about death, cloning. In the TV dramas, we are influenced by TV too much. They always portray a very dystopian future because of all this advancement in science. Humans in the future will be like having no morals at all. They fuck everything, which is okay to me. To me, it's okay. And they have like robotic arms and whatnot, cybernetic implants and stuff like that. They want it to be like that. So I mean, from our own perspective, of course everything in the future looks kind of weird and stupid and strange and should be avoided at all costs. But once we are in the future, things might change your perspective. You might say that all these advancement in science that portrays the scientist as playing God might be very bad because you have a religious background, or you're a cuckoo who believes in God too much. Once you have a liver failure, you go into your healthcare system, you don't have enough money, you rely on the list, you want to get another organ. Now that's the time where you start believing in science. You want them to clone an organ. Either that, you just die because you believe in God too much. This is my fate, I die. I think this video has gone long enough. I have nothing else to say. So whatever I've been telling you, it's like the message to me. All the motivational things that I say to you, it's all directed at me. To live your day as if it's your last day. Be thankful for the day that you have. And human beings are natural. Every day seems like the same old day all the time. We have 7 days a week, and all the 7 days are all the same. We do not appreciate our lives on this earth enough, because it's like boring. The life is that, it's boring. You have to have 90% boredom to have the 10% of excitement. You can't have sex all the time, 24 hours a day. You can't do that. It would be boring. Definitely. Ask a sexaholic. You can't drink all the time. You can't have sex. You can't fuck all the time. It would be boring. We as humans, we have to appreciate our lives more, no matter the circumstances. I might want to kill myself now, but I have to appreciate the time that I did not kill myself. There's a train of thought there. I wish killing yourself would be so much easier. Jumping off a building, it seems very scary. This orange is very nice. You should appreciate your life, because like you go into the MSN web news and you look at the news report that says that two female students died because the lorry just went uncontrollably down the hill. The two students were buying something, a snack from a snack seller, and they were crushed by the lorry, and poof, they're dead. Life can just be taken away from you all of a sudden. Whether you are pretty or whether you're rich, who cares about your background? You can just suddenly die. Those people who want to die will live a long life. Those people who don't give a shit at all can just suddenly die. Let me show you the picture of the person who died. So the picture is this one here. Form 1 students Lau Ziyin and Wong Xiu Zuan were buying fried chicken outside their school, oblivious to an out-of-control lorry that was hurling down the slope towards them, and they died. One day you're a beautiful girl and the next you are toast. That's how life is unpredictable, very unpredictable. It's nothing to do with God, it's just how it is. It's just terrible sometimes. Most of the time, actually. Understated to say sometimes.